Have you ever sat on your bed, staring at the ceiling, heart racing, mind spinning, thinking of things that haven't even happened yet? But somehow, they already feel like a disaster? You worry about your job, your future, your family, your health, what people think of you, that one text you didn't get back, that one post you made, that one moment you wish you could redo. You try to quiet your mind, but it won't shut up. You worry too much. But here's the truth that very few people will tell you. Worry is a habit, not a fate. And the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, something born over 2,000 years ago, might just be the cure your modern mind is looking for. So today, we're going to explore why you worry too much, and more importantly, how Stoicism can help you stop. Stick with me. This might just change how you see everything. Let's start here. Why do we worry so much? It's not because you're weak, or broken, or cursed. It's because your brain is doing what it was built to do. Survive. Thousands of years ago, worrying kept us alive. We worried about predators, weather, illness, war. So the brain learned always scan for threats, real or imagined. Fast forward to today, that same brain is still scanning. But now it's scanning emails, text messages, tweets, deadlines, bills, and other people's opinions. Your brain doesn't care if the threat is real or not. If it feels like danger, it reacts. And so you worry. You worry because your brain is trying to protect you. But here's the twist. What once protected you is now destroying your peace. You overthink. You overanalyze. You stress about things you can't control. And that is the exact trap that Stoicism helps us escape from. Imagine this. You're standing in a storm. Wind howling, rain pouring, trees bending. Everything around you is chaotic. But in the middle of it all, there's a person. Calm, still, silent, eyes closed, unmoved. That person is a Stoic. Stoicism doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you are not ruled by what you feel. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care deeply, just not about things that don't matter. The Stoics believe this. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. That's a quote from Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers. Let that sink in. Most of your suffering doesn't come from real life. It comes from your thoughts about life, your anxiety about tomorrow, your guilt about yesterday, your fear of failing, your craving for control. All of it lives in your head, not in the world. And the Stoics taught us how to deal with this. One of the most powerful lessons in Stoicism is this. Focus only on what you can control. Let go of everything else. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher, wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength." Let's break that down in real life. Can you control what someone says about you? No. Can you control how you respond to what they said? Yes. Can you control if it rains tomorrow? No. Can you control how you prepare for it? Yes. Can you control if your boss gives you a promotion? No. Can you control how hard you work and how you show up every day? Absolutely. When you focus only on what's yours to control, you gain power. When you focus on what's not, you lose yourself. That's why you worry too much. Because you're carrying things that were never yours to carry. Let's make it real. Meet James. James is 28, works a decent job, lives alone, pretty normal life. But James worries all the time. He worries about getting fired, about whether his friends like him, about whether he'll ever be successful, about his hairline, his bank account, his purpose. One night, James is lying in bed, staring at the ceiling again, heart pounding, mind racing. He feels like he's drowning in thoughts. Then something strange happens. He imagines an old man sitting at the foot of his bed, calm, quiet, dressed in simple clothes. The old man says, "Tell me what you're so worried about." James pours it out. Everything. His fears, his regrets, his confusion. The old man listens, then says, "Are these things in your control?" James thinks, "Not really." The old man smiles gently. "Then why are you trying to control them with your thoughts? Let them go. Do what you can. Leave the rest." James wakes up the next morning with no answers, but less weight. And that night he sleeps. That's Stoicism in action. You don't need to be a philosopher to apply Stoicism. You just need to practice. Here's how. 1. The dichotomy of control. Every time you're stressed, ask yourself, is this in my control? If yes, take action. If no, let go. Repeat this every day. It will change your life. 2. Premeditatio malorum. The premeditation of evils. This sounds dark, but it's actually powerful. Imagine what could go wrong, not to scare yourself, but to prepare yourself. Seneca said, "He robs present ills of their power who would perceive their coming beforehand." When you've thought through the worst, you stop fearing it, and most times, it doesn't even happen. 3. A more fatty love of fate. Don't just accept what happens. Embrace it. Your breakup, your failure, your delay. See them as part of your story, not the end of it. Everything that happens to you is raw material. Fuel. Use it. 4. Memento mori. Remember you must die. It sounds harsh, but it's actually freeing. You're gonna die one day. Me too. Everyone. So why waste a day worrying about things that won't matter in the end? Live now. 5. Daily reflection. Take 5 minutes each night. Write down, what did I worry about today? Was it in my control? What could I do differently next time? Stoicism isn't a belief system. It's a practice. Do it daily, and you'll get stronger. Let me clear something up. Stoicism doesn't mean you never feel. It doesn't mean you become a robot. It means you feel deeply, but don't let those feelings drive the car. You worry because you think it helps, but most of the time, it just burns your energy and blinds your judgment. Stoicism reminds you, you are not your thoughts. You are not your fears. You are not your worries. You are the watcher behind them. You are the calm in the storm. And when you truly understand that, you stop trying to control the ocean and you learn to surf. If you've made it this far, thank you. Maybe today is the day you stop letting worry rule your life. Maybe today is the day you start practicing Stoicism, not as an old philosophy, but as a daily mindset. Start small, one thought at a time. And remember, you can't control the world, but you can control how you show up in it. That's more than enough.